Never trust fate to be fair. The greatest heroes of all time weren't brought down by enemies, but by a curse cast by a deity you've probably never heard about. What if the Pandavas' destiny was changed not by their actions, but by a single moment of divine wrath? In the next few minutes, you'll step back into a world where gods walked and mortals paid a heavy price for their mistakes, where the Pandavas, famed for victory and virtue, found their fate tied to a curse forgotten in legend. This isn't just about spoken words or battles. It's about one overlooked deity, their silent wound, and how it echoes through every win and loss. Stay with me, because by the end of this story, you might question what you really know about heroes, fate, and karma. Before the story unfolds, subscribe and be part of our epic journey through timeless tales. The midday sun blazed above as five brothers rested under the wild trees of a quiet forest. Yudhishthir, noble and calm; Bhima, all muscle and wild pride; Arjuna, focused and restless; Nakula and Sahadev, twins with thoughtful eyes. Their exile was long, emptier than they'd imagined, and even laughter sounded hollow. Yet for today, they gathered water from a glimmering lake, patted the sweat from their foreheads, and tried not to think of lost thrones. But something was off. Chill crept down their spines as they spotted a pond ringed by animal bones. Thirsty, Bhima dunk his hands in, ignoring the breeze that whispered warnings. Nakula followed. One by one, each brother drank from the pool, until only Yudhishthir was left, staring at the lake, heart racing for a reason he couldn't name. A strange voice echoed over the water, not loud, but everywhere, all at once. Answer my riddles, or your brothers will sleep forever. Yudhishthir's thoughts darted. Who is this? Vyas? He clenched his jaw, remembering stories their mother once spoke of. Tales of the Yaksh, spirit guardians who roamed the wild places, just and wrathful alike. He sat at the lake's edge, facing the unseen speaker. The questions tumbled out, each riddle stranger than the one before. What is the greatest wonder? What is true courage? What dies, yet rises again? Yudhishthir's mind worked fast, every answer a gamble for his brothers' lives. As he spoke, the air grew lighter, as if the trees breathed a sigh of relief. Moments later, the spirit revealed itself. Not just any Yaksh, but the god Dharma, Yudhishthir's own father. Mercy was given, and the brothers returned to life. But for all the grace received, fate wasn't finished with the Pandavas. This was only the beginning. The Pandavas' journey through exile was a storm, sudden chances, cruel betrayals, and every step watched by gods with their own feuds to settle. They'd once slighted a goddess, the fiery Durvasa, known far and wide for tempers and blessings alike. Invited to their humble home, he'd been met with an empty pot. Draupadi, desperate, prayed, but it was a close call. Only Krishna's timely help saved them from Durvasa's rage and hunger. But word spread fast among the celestial beings. The dharma-loving Pandavas had tempted a curse. Even further back, before the Great War, a more obscure tale played out on a moonless night. After a successful hunt in the forests of Kamyaka, the Pandavas stumbled upon an old hermit, broken and weak. Without knowing they had offended him, one version says Bhima, full of pride, ignored a plea for water. Another, that Arjuna's arrow startled a sleeping sage. The hermit revealed himself as Shani, the planet god Saturn, known for slow justice and powerful, often bitter, lessons. His words were cold as stone. Pride walks before a fall. You will lose all that you cherish until you embrace suffering. None could see how these moments, curses that seemed forgotten, would shape every twist and turn of their lives. As the cursed words faded into memory, the Pandavas were left with invisible chains. It wasn't long before the first blow fell. Dice clattered in a hall brighter than daylight, and Yudhishthir, usually wise, gambled away wealth, kingdom, even Draupadi. The brothers' pride was ground into dust. Their mother wept, and Draupadi's eyes glimmered not with tears, but with flame. That wasn't a mere chance. Was it weakness, trickery, or the long arm of a cosmic curse pulling the strings? Even Yudhishthir wondered, how could he, a master of dharma, fall for such a trap? Sitting in the dusky corners of exile, he replayed every riddle in his mind. Did I become arrogant? Was my silence when the sage pleaded the moment we doomed ourselves to suffer? Visions, dreams, and regrets haunted the brothers. Yudhishthir would sometimes hear footsteps by the riverbank, Bhima's muscles would stiffen with memories of the Yaksh, and Arjuna's arrows often fell just short of perfect in the echoing forests. Each would wonder, could these tiny moments really change everything? Would they ever be freed from fate? Or did the curse twist every shadow and joy in their path? With each year, the hardships grew. Food was scarce, enemies many, friends few. More than swords or arrows, it was the weight of the unseen curse that dragged on them. Bhima, normally fearless, snapped at ghosts in the darkness. Nakula and Sahadev grew quiet, sharing looks that said, what if we're doomed to repeat the mistakes of every old tale? When the Mahabharata war finally began, the curse breathed through every battle. Arjuna's arms trembled at Kurukshetra's start. Yudhishthir's words, once powerful, sometimes stumbled. Draupadi, still proud, held on to hope harder than ever, but her laughter was softer, as if she knew joy must be borrowed and brief. And then, even victory left a bitter aftertaste. The Pandavas, kings again, found their court silent. Gandhari, mother of their enemies, cursed Yudhishthir with heartbreak and Arjuna with doubt. The kingdom they fought for felt empty. Why did every happy ending seem to slip away? Was it simply luck, or the echo of that stray curse from a god overlooked by history? As years passed, the curse morphed from an external punishment to an unspoken rule of their lives. Suffering would follow pride as surely as night follows day. Even Krishna, their wise guide, nodded knowingly when Yudhishthir asked, do all heroes suffer for the mistakes they didn't see coming? All legends are shaped as much by shadows as by light. The Pandavas' glory was real, but so was their loneliness. The story of the cursed Pandavas asks us, was it the roll of the dice or the grudges of the gods? Or was it simply that all of us, heroes and mortals, carry wounds we barely remember? Wounds that quietly shape every story we hope to write, every ending we long for. If the past teaches us anything, it's that a single moment, a single curse, or a forgotten cry can twist the strongest fate. Maybe, in the very act of losing palace, pride, even loved ones, the Pandavas showed what it means to be human, to struggle under burdens we cannot see, and to rise, not unstained, but determined. So next time you hear a story of victory, look deeper. Behind every shining hero may stand a forgotten curse, and a battle that matters even more than the ones everyone remembers. Don't miss the hidden stories behind your favorite legends. Watch the next video now for another secret that changes everything.